There was some, should we explain this, that this man actually played on Blue Suede Shoes? Or not?
Hey, Fluke, how many times have you sat behind a drum kit when you played this song?
Jack, all you guys, you can't imagine what an honor it is for me to be invited here tonight. Joyce and me live over in Jackson, Tennessee. We met our friend here years ago. He was over to a party we were having. He asked us to come up and to be here with these guys. In 1954, me and Carl Perkins, his two brothers, got in my old junky car, drove over to Memphis, Tennessee, met Sam Phillips and Jack Clement, recorded our first record, then we recorded Blue Suede Shoes, and we're going to get Chuck to do Blue Suede Shoes for us.
No pressure.
Imagine, who would have ever thought? The difference that people have to go through now to get in the music business, the way it was back then, you know, you have to have a team of attorneys, you have to have managers, you have to have agents to get in the music business. All you had to have back then, but I'll tell you how I did it before I say this. I'd never played drums before. Had no idea of ever playing drums. On a Saturday night at a club where I was with Carl Perkins and his two brothers, after the show, the dance, Carl said to me, borrow some drums and go to Memphis with us Thursday morning. Now, I had been walking up during an up-tempo song, an old song called Wine Spodioti. You heard it. The upright bass that Clayton played. We didn't have a bandstand set up in the corner. For some reason, I don't know why I would do it, but I would walk up at the curvature part of the bass during the up-tempo song and keep time. Wine, 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 you know. I'd been doing that, oh, I don't know, a few times. Carl said, borrow some drums and go with us to Memphis. I said, Carl, I can't play drums. Never thought about playing drums. He said, you can keep time on that bass like you do. You can play drums. Why I didn't say no, I don't know. I went the next day to a guy that could play drums I'd heard about named Slick Glisten. Told him what I wanted to do. I said, I want to borrow your drums. He said, why? You can't play drums. I said, yeah. We've got a record audition in Memphis Thursday morning, and I'm going to go with Carl Perkins and his two brothers, and I need to borrow your drums. And again he said, W.S., you can't play drums. I said, yeah, but I'll be playing by Thursday. He loaned me his drums, went out to my mom's house, set them down, and that's the reason that I set up backwards. See, if you notice, I play funny looking. I play the bass drum with my left foot, the hi-hat over here. I didn't know that I was set up wrong. And later when I found out that the other guys set up the other way and they have to play cross-handed to get to the hi-hat, I decided I was the one that was right and everybody else was wrong. So I just kept doing it. So anyway, by Thursday, I was playing. We got in my old car, drove over to Memphis. Sam Phillips liked what he heard. We recorded our first song. We went back later, recorded Blue Suede Shoes. Now, this is the difference in getting into business nowadays that it was then. I told you about the team of lawyers and all the stuff you got to go through. All you had to have back then is a car. So that's how I got into music business. And then in 1960, well, in 55, 56, 57, all the people who come along on the Sun Records, John Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, the whole group, and Jack was right in the middle of all of it. He's the man that made them all sound good. And we all toured together. And in 1960, John Cash got a big engagement up in New York and Atlantic City, New Jersey. He had two people in the band. This was the first big buildings he played. He called me to go with him for 2 weeks. He figured he needed somebody to make more noise than those two guys. I went for those 2 weeks, and it lasted till 1947, when 97, when he decided to retire from the business because he didn't feel like working anymore. And all these years, we played truck beds in Mississippi. We played Carnegie Hall. We played the Palladium. We played all over the world. Played for presidents at the White House. I never had more fun than I'm having tonight. And Chuck is going to do Blue Suede Shoes for me.